UFC 317 is officially over. Ilia Topuria is your new UFC lightweight champion by defeating Charles Oliveira in the first round by knockout. This was insane. No one expected this to happen. Not a single person expect this to happen. Now, a lot of people predicted Topuria to knock out Oliveira, for Topuria to maybe ragdoll Oliveira, maybe to submit him, to finish him, to beat him. But not like this. No one expected Topuria to have his ground game tested and then in the first 2.5 minutes in the first round, put Oliveira to sleep on the feet like that. The fact that Topuria had his ground game tested, was in side control with Oliveira, put Oliveira in a crucifix, then Oliveira had a leg lock on Topuria. Topuria gets out of it, lets Oliveira stand up. There's a jab to the body, jab up top. Feint the jab, right hand, left hook, and Oliveira is asleep on the ground. This was insane. This is like generational type fights. Like, this is history in the making. Ilia Topuria is doing things that the average fighter will never do in their life, that the majority of fighters will never do in their life. The fact that Ilia Topuria did this to Charles Oliveira in the lightweight division, that he knocked him out in the first round in 2.5 minutes. The fact that Ilia Topuria beat Max Holloway in the third round on the feet, arguably one of the greatest strikers in featherweight history, in UFC history. And then before that, knocks out Volkanovski, one of the greatest featherweight fighters of all time. The fact that he is doing this fight after fight after fight, it just shows you how good he is. This dude is generational. The fact that Ilia Topuria told Charles in the face-off, I'm sorry, it's got to be you. I'm sorry, I have to beat you. And the fact that he did in the first round just shows you how special this guy is. And what's so aggravating is the fact that the UFC looks at Ilia Topuria and doesn't see really any... I'm not going to say that they don't think he is a star, but that they're in no hurry to go to Spain or to like treat this guy as if he's the number one fighter right now. The fact that we're not pushing more promos or more things for Ilia Topuria. We're not giving him that Conor McGregor treatment, but we should. This dude is doing better and bigger things than what Conor McGregor did. And that's a fact. The fact that Ilia Topuria beat Volkanovski, the greatest featherweight fighter of all time, then defended his belt against the second greatest featherweight fighter of all time, Max Holloway, knocks him out, drops the belt and says, Islam Makhachev, I want to fight you. Islam moves up. So then Ilia Topuria is like, you know what? I want the lightweight belt. Fights Charles Oliveira, one of the greatest fighters of all time. He is. One of the best finishers, the best submission artists, one of the scariest guys in the lightweight division. Charles Oliveira has a resume, finishing guys like Beneil Dariush, Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler, Kevin Lee, beating great guys. And Topuria slept him in the first round, 2.5 minutes. This dude is special. This dude deserves to have a fight in Spain. Put him up against Paddy. Make this guy the face of the UFC. Put him on the cover of UFC 6. Put him on promos. Make him the face of the UFC brand because he deserves it. What he is doing is just insane. He is arguably not just the greatest fighter right now, pound for pound, which we should consider. He might be pound for pound number one guy. The fact that he is flattening legends, Charles Oliveira, Max Holloway, Volkanovski. And you know what's also crazy? How good is Josh Emmett's chin? The fact that Josh Emmett went to a decision, yeah, he got 10-7. He got beat up, but he didn't get knocked out. How good is Josh Emmett's chin? Nevertheless, Ilia Topuria, this dude is special. This dude is so special. And it just shows you, this will never be done again. This will never be done again. Obviously, Ilia Topuria beats Charles Oliveira. Let's talk about the fight. Oliveira actually had a good game plan. I felt like his approach was good, getting close to Topuria, kind of overloading him, trying to get the clinch game started early, trying to take down Ilia early. I thought that was a good game plan. What I didn't like was the fact that Charles was getting eat up by the jab pretty early on, and he was just eating the shots and not necessarily like trying to get out of range or throw kicks or something. Ilia was just reaching Oliveira with the jab early on, and then that's when you saw him going jab to the body, one up high, feint the jab, right hand, left hook, knocks out Oliveira. Charles was really close to Ilia, like in elbow range. And the fact that Charles got knocked out like that wasn't surprising. But I did like the early clinch game. I love the ground game when Ilia Topuria put Oliveira in the crucifix, and Oliveira quickly got out of it. He got under Topuria, got him in that leg lock. Originally looked like he was trying to go for a heel hook, couldn't get the heel hook. And then you see Topuria trying to get his back up because it looked like Oliveira was trying to go for a calf slicer, which he has hit before in a UFC fight. Topuria gets up. He throws a couple leg kicks at Oliveira. Oliveira then stands up. And then it was literally 30 seconds and Oliveira's out. Topuria might have the best boxing in UFC history. In UFC history, in totality, he might have the best boxing. And his power is undeniable. Oh my goodness. He has concrete as hands. You know, I was a little skeptical of him in the lightweight division. I was like, oh, he knocked out Jai Herbert. You know, and I know that doesn't mean anything because, like, someone who's unranked could have a great chin and someone who's top 5 could have a terrible chin. You know, that doesn't really matter. But I was like, you know, it's Jai Herbert. He got dropped by Ilia. He's not really that good. Like, you can't really determine that. But the fact that he knocked out Charles Oliveira shows, yeah, he's got power. He's flattening Volkanovski, flattening Max Holloway, flattening Charles Oliveira. This dude probably has the best boxing in UFC history. And his power, undeniable. The fact that he's pound for pound the number 1 inside boxer in UFC history. You know, you got Max Holloway, who's a good boxer. Dustin Poirier is a good boxer. Peter Yan's a good boxer. Sean O'Malley. But someone that can close the distance, have that inside boxing, the combinations going low, going high, that's what's different. That's what separates him from other people. It doesn't matter what Volkanovski did or Max Holloway did or Oliveira. It doesn't matter what they do or what they did. Ilia is going to march you down, throw combinations, overwhelm your body, then go up top and finish you. He did that against Volkanovski. He did that against Max Holloway. He did that against Josh Emmett and then Charles Oliveira. This dude, it will just hunt you down and finish you. And I love the combinations. We said that in our breakdown video. If Topuria wants to beat Oliveira, you cannot beat him with singular shots, which Topuria never does. He's never a singular shot fighter. Israel Adesanya is a singular shot fighter. He's throwing a 1, waits a second, a 1, waits a second, calf kick, waits a second. Ilia's like 1, 2, 3, body, pause, body, up top, left hook, uppercut, pause, roll, slip, 1, 2, 3, pause, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2. He's a combination fighter. He's constantly overwhelming you. And that's how he's beating these guys. He is overwhelming them. Ilia Topuria is special. After the fight, Joe Rogan, who I still don't know how he has a job. They showed on the screen Paddy Pimblett, Arman Tsarukyan, Justin Gaethje. And out of all 3 of the guys, Joe Rogan goes, you have some history with Paddy Pimblett. Would you want to fight him next? And you can see Ilia's like, I'm down to fight anybody. I want to fight anybody who has the belt. You could tell Ilia is trying to make a promo, though. Like, Islam Makhachev, you get back down here, or I'm moving up to 170. You could tell that he's trying to do that. But Joe Rogan is obviously interrupting him, trying to get Paddy Pimblett and Ilia Topuria started, which I actually don't hate. But Paddy Pimblett comes in the cage. They do the face-off. Ilia pushes Paddy. And it pretty much felt like it was set up. Like, we're going to do Ilia versus Paddy now. In the post-fight press conference, Dana White basically threw shade at Joe Rogan and everybody else. Like, who let Paddy in there? Why did y'all do that? That was stupid, which I completely agree. Paddy Pimblett's coming off of a Michael Chandler win, which, like, he doesn't deserve the title shot. And then the fight before that, he beat Bobby Green. Like, you can't beat Bobby Green and Michael Chandler and then expect a title shot. That's just the reality. However, between Arman Tsarukyan, Paddy Pimblett, and Justin Gaethje, I will say I am more interested in Ilia Topuria versus Paddy than I am Arman versus Topuria or Justin versus Topuria. I feel like if Ilia Topuria fights Arman, it will be similar to the Gamrot and Arman fight, where Arman's going to be shooting a crap ton of takedowns. He's looking to take down Topuria and then just overwhelm him. I think Topuria beats every single fighter, to be honest with you. The way he just beat Oliveira, I don't think there's a single fighter that will beat Topuria. Even Islam Makhachev, unless it's at 170, I don't know if Islam Makhachev can beat Ilia Topuria. The fact that Ilia Topuria got out of the ground game with Charles, he put him in a crucifix, stood him up, and then knocked him out on his feet. I don't know if Islam Makhachev can stop that, prevent that, but let's play this out. Let's say Ilia Topuria fights Paddy Pimblett. Let's say they do Arman Tsarukyan. No, let's say this. They do Arman versus Paddy, number 1 contender. That's whoever wins that is going to fight Ilia Topuria. Dan Hooker versus Justin Gaethje. Whoever wins that, maybe next in line, or they fight the loser. Let's say Ilia Topuria versus Paddy Pimblett. If Ilia beats Paddy and Islam beats JDM, could we see Ilia drop the belt after he defends it against Paddy, like how he did in the featherweight division, defends it against Max, and then moves up? Could he defend, will he defend against Paddy, have 1 title defense, and then move up to welterweight to fight Islam Makhachev? Because that could be the greatest fight of all time. Truly, that might be the greatest fight of all time. If Ilia Topuria, if Islam beats JDM, let's say he submits him, and then Ilia beats Paddy in like 2 rounds, you set up Ilia Topuria in the welterweight division against Islam Makhachev. This could be the time where a fighter, for the first time ever, holds 3 belts. Come on. This would be huge. This would be huge. Give me Ilia Topuria versus Islam Makhachev. That's a fight that we all want to see. I don't hate Ilia Topuria versus Paddy Pimblett, but that's only if Paddy beats Arman. Because Arman is a dog, although he has the pulling out skills, you know. But Ilia Topuria is that dog. He's generational. Once in a lifetime fighter. He truly is. I'm excited about him. I cannot wait to see what his next fight looks like. I cannot wait, because what he just did, this is generational, man. This guy is inevitable. This is bigger than Conor McGregor, and I wish he was given his praise, and I wish he gets his praise, because this is, honestly, this is more impressive than what John Jones was doing, if I got to be honest with you. This seems more impressive. Maybe this is recency bias, but how Ilia Topuria is fighting, what he's doing right now, top 5 conversation maybe, top 5 GOAT. I mean, when you look at GSP, John Jones, Anderson Silva, Habib, Ilia Topuria is like in that lane right now. And you could argue what Ilia Topuria is doing right now is way better than what Conor McGregor did. Ilia Topuria already has 2 wins in the lightweight division. Conor has 1. Just throwing that out there. Ilia Topuria is the next superstar. I hope y'all enjoyed this breakdown. I will be doing a breakdown of the entire main card of UFC 317. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.